Ian from R2O here. Welcome to Marathon Wednesday, the big days. And today it's part 3 of the Frank Sinatra story, which has been split up into 2. So this is part 3, part 1 of the 1960s, where today we're going to look at albums 25 to 13. Yes, he released 25 albums in the 60s. There's a few re-recordings of albums because of contracts and things like that. So we'll kick off. So coming in at number 25, an album released in 1963, and it's called Sinatra's Sinatra. Now 10 of the tracks on this album were re-recorded versions because of contracts and all sorts. So I'll just quickly run through these because we've talked about these tracks in the last couple of weeks. So you've got Cole Porter's I've Got You Under My Skin, In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning, The Second Time Around, Nancy with a Laughing Face, Witchcraft, Young at Heart, All the Way, How Little It Matters, How Little We Know. Then there is a new track and it's called Pocket Full of Miracles, which is written by Van Hoosen. It's not bad. It's got a cheesy backing vocal on it. It's okay. And then it's Oh What It Seemed to Be. Call Me Irresponsible is another new track, and I like this one. It's my favourite on the album, actually. It's quite a nice little tune. And then Put Your Dreams Away for Another Day. So, okay, this, as I said, it was recorded because of ownership of songs on previous labels, so Frank re-recorded a lot of these songs. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 24, an album from 1965. It's a double album and it's called A Man and His Music, and it provides a bit of a retrospective of Sinatra's musical career. Instead of using the original recordings, which were made from RCA in Columbia, he had to re-record them again. So, on this one, he put on Put Your Dreams Away for Another Day. He's put that on twice. All or Nothing, I'll Never Smile Again, There Were Such Things, I'll Be Seeing You, One I Love Belongs to Somebody Else, Polka Dots and Moonbeams, Night and Day, Oh It Seemed to Be, Quality, Nancy again, The House I Live In, From Here to Eternity, which is nice. Come Fly With Me's on here, How Little It Matters, Learning the Blues, In the Wee Small Hours, Young at Heart, Witchcraft, All the Way. Then there's a re-recorded version of Love and Marriage, which I've always liked this, and it's a little bit better than the other one. It's a very short thing. I've Got You Under My Skin's on here, Ring a Ding Ding, The Second Time Around, The Summit, The Old Establishment, Luck to Be a Lady, Call Me Irresponsible. Why does he record it again? I don't know. Fly Me to the Moon, Softly As I Leave You, My Kind of Town, The September of My Years. It's a double album, re-recorded. I think this is okay, so I'll just give that a RTO ranking of 3.5. Okay, coming in at number 23, it's the 24th album, and it's called Sinatra and Strings. Came out in 1962, and it's an album consisting of standard ballads. I Hadn't Any More Till You. It's actually quite boring. I'm sorry. The arrangement is so dull. I mean, Frank always gives it the performance, but the arrangement. Then we have Night and Day, which is a Cole Porter song, which is good. I always like Cole Porter songs. You know, he wrote some really good tracks. That's not too bad. And then we got Misty, written by Johnny Burke. Now, Johnny Mathis recorded this. I've heard Johnny Mathis's version. Stardust, I've heard better versions of this, I'm afraid. Come Rain or Come Shine, one of my favourites on here. I've heard lots of people do it. It's a song co-wrote by Johnny Mercer. It might as well be spring. All the strings all sound the same, and it's just different words. That's how I see it. Prisoner of Love, a dramatic start. You're expecting something really good, and it just goes into the standard strings and the no percussion. That's all. I quite like this. It's a good song. It's got a bit of bass into it. There's a bassy sound. There's a bit more atmosphere. Best track on the album. All or Nothing at All. It seems everything seems to be rolling into one on this album. And then Yesterday's. It's very pleasant. It's a ballad album, and I don't mind ballads, but I don't want a whole album of ballads. I want a mixture. I want some swing. But it when you get a whole album of it, it really makes you tired. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 4 out of 10. Coming in at number 22 from 1965, September of My Years. How many times has he recorded this? I don't know. That's the opening track on this one. I don't mind this track. I think it's got some nice words to it. How Old Am I? It's got a little bit of guitar in this, and it makes it a little bit better with a bit of depth. Don't Wait Up Too Long. Strings are okay, but it has got a bit of piano in it that actually breaks the song up better, so that's not a bad track. It Gets Lonely Early. There's some bells in this. It's a little bit more get up and go for a ballad. This Is All I Ask. Very pleasant. What's what I say? It's not bad. It's just very pleasant. Last Night When We Were Young. I mean, it's a great vocal performance, but it's the backing. I did struggled with some of these because it all sounds the same. A Man in the Looking Glass. Nice song, but the violin, it's one of them high-pitched violins, and it's all grates on your teeth a little bit. It was a very good year. Quite like that track. It's got some nice. The strings on that do sound nice. When the Wind Was Green. It's just all sounds the same. You could sing the lyrics to the other songs on the album to that tune. That's what I mean by it. Hello Young Lovers, best track on the album. It's got more bass to it, and it gives it that little bit more depth. I See It Now, very pleasant song. Once Upon a Time, it's okay. These are okay tracks. September Song. One of the best tracks on the album. I've got a version of this by Jeff Lynne. Okay, an album, it's just ballads. I do prefer his swing stuff, I must admit, but I do love the September Song on here, so I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 4.2. Okay, coming in at number 21. Now, this is his 23rd studio album, and he released it in 1961, and it's called I Remember Tommy. And it was recorded in a tribute to band leader Tommy Dorsey, and consists of re-recorded versions of the songs that Frank first performed in these early days with Dorsey. So these have just been recorded. So you've got I'm Getting Sentimental Over You. Nice song. Great vocal from Frank. I do like that song. Imagination, a Johnny Burke song. It's got a little bit of more swing to it. It's a very uplifting track. Good track. There Are Such Things. I love the double bass on this. It's a nice mellow track. East of the Sun, West of the Moon comes next. It's not too bad. Not a bad track at all. Daybreak. I love the trumpet solo on that. Without a Song. Muted trombone. Oh, I love the mutes. Really good. I'll Be Seeing You. A lovely swing sort of track from Frank. Always like that one. Take Me. It's just over 2 minutes long, and it's a little bit dull, I'm afraid. It's Always You, Always You. Love the clarinet in this. It just really rings the track well. And then we get Polka Dots and Moonbeams. It plods along, it's okay. It started all over again. Very jazzy, I love this. It's got a great little beat to it. The one I love, one of them big band tracks. Love this, great vocal from Frank. Then we get 49 seconds of a song, a reprise if I'm getting sentimental. Nice tribute to Tommy Dorsey, I suppose. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 4.5. Okay, number 20. An album from 1964, and it says called Sinatra Sings Days of Wines and Roses, Moon River and Other Academy Award Winners. First track is Days of Wine and Roses, written by Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer. You've got an idea who wrote this, the arrangement. It sounds very Henry Mancini. It's a great track. Then we have the great song from Breakfast at Tiffany's, Moon River. I prefer other version, the original to this. It's a great one, but I think the original is much better. My favourite track on here, though, is a track written by Jerome Kern and Dorothy Fields, The Way You Look Tonight. I think this is a great crooner song. Tony Bennett's done this, but I think Frank's is the best. It's a brilliant track. 3 Coins in the Fountain, another Sammy Kahn song. It's okay. In the Cool, Cool, Cool of the Evening, Johnny Mercer and Hoagie Carmichael's little number. Really quick, short track. I quite like that one. And then we got Secret Love. I've heard this by Kathy Kurther, and I think this is a better version. Then we have a song from Rodgers and Hammerstein, It Might As Well Be Spring. A great song. I love the trumpets in it. The Continental, that's what I like. A little bit of swing. Great track, great vocal. Love is a Many Splendid Thing. Great track. I don't like the whining violin on it, but I do like the track. All the Way, the strings are great. It's a nice track to end the album. Yeah, some great covers of songs on here. Very good little album. So I should give this one an RTO ranking of 4.6. Okay, coming in at number 19 from 1969, one of the last ones of the 60s, and it's A Man Alone. Or its full title, A Man Alone, the Words and Music of McEwen. It's a tribute to the poet, and songs of the album are written by Rod McEwen. So the first track is A Man Alone, pleasant enough song. It's a poem on the music. It's a good poem, and it's works. Night. Now this is a spoken track, very strong words. The arrangements are okay. It just needs a little bit more to express the words better, I think. I've been to town. I like the words of this. Again, wonderful words. I just don't think the arrangement suits the mood of the poem. From Promise to Promise, spoken, an interesting poem. I like everything on this. It all really works. The Single Man comes next. My favourite on here, the lovely words. It's a great song. The Beautiful Strangers, it's okay. Lonesome Cities, it's an interesting track. I love the double bass. It gives it a little bit of mood. And then Love's Been Good to Me. Nice words, bad a compliment. Empty Is, it's a really good all-round spoken track. The music sounds right with it. Out Beyond the Window, again, the words are great. They've got everything balanced, the accompanying music behind it. And another spoken, Some Travelling Music, Pleasant, and A Man Alone replies. I think it's how clever how they take poems and put music to it, and then the reading. It's not too bad, so I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 4.8. Okay, coming in at number 18 from 1963, The Concert Sonata. This consists of Showtime tunes performed in a classical concert style. So the first track is a Rodgers and Hammerstein track, I Have Dreamed. It's a nice slow track, I do like that one. Nice vocal from Frank as ever. Then we have Rodgers and Lorenzo Hart's My Heart Stood Still. Not a big fan of this one, I'm afraid. It's a bit too slow and for me. Lost in the Stars, another old favourite. It's a nice song, sang nice by Frank. And then we have Old Man River. I like this. It's certainly better than the Spotniks version. You'll Never Walk Alone. I've never been a big fan of this song. I think Frank does an okay job of it, but I'm not a big fan of that song. My favourite on here is Bewitched, Bothered and Bewildered, another Rodgers and Hart song. It's got a nice melody, great vocal from Frank. This nearly was mine. Excellent vocal on this. Really good. And then there's the quality. It just sounds like another of the ballads with the one with the strings. Yet another ballad album. That's why a lot of these are in the bottom half of the ranking, because I'm not keen on them, to be quite honest. I don't like whole albums of ballads. So I'm going to give this one an RTR ranking at a 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 17 from 1962. It's an album released in Great Britain, but not the United States. Not until it was on a compact disc in 1990, and it's called Sinatra Sings Songs from Great Britain. First is a Ray Noble song called On the Very Thought of You. It's okay. Yeah, not too bad at all. We'll Gather Lilacs in the Spring, an Ivor Novello song. Strings, slow, no tempo. If I Had To, a Jimmy Campbell number, pleasant enough song. But again, it's got the same momentum as the first tracks. Now Is the Hour, nice tune, don't mind this. It's got a nice bit of an uplifting to it. The Gypsy, good track. It's got a little bit more depth. It's got strings, but there's a little bit more going on in the background. Roses of Piccadilly, a great vocal. It's a nice arrangement. And then my favourite on here is A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. It's an old, great wartime song. I've heard lots of people sing this. Frank does a great version of it. It's a really good song. A Garden in the Rain. Although there's lots of strings on it, it's got a bit of a bass to it, which sort of sounds good. London by Night, not too bad. Then we had Does We'll Meet Again. You can't beat Vera Lynch's version. Then I'll Follow My Secret Heart, which is written by Noel Calloway. And I like this song. It's a great song Noel wrote and everyone knows it. Again, this one's got some of the better ballad songs from Frank's recording, I think. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5.2. Okay, coming in at number 16 then. We got the 18th album that was recorded in 1916. It's called Nice and Easy. First one is called Nice and Easy. Great little track. Got a great beat to it. Love the trumpets on this. This is what I like about Frank Sinatra. That old feeling. My favourite bit of the song is when the saxophones come in. Absolutely makes it even more magical. Great little track. How Deep is the Ocean, How High is the Sky, an Irving Berlin song. Lots of trumpet on here. Love that deep wow sound that you get on the trumpet on there. Brilliant. Then a track from George and Ira Gershwin, I've Got a Crush on You. Great track. Lots of people have recorded this, and this is a nice version of it. You Got to Go to My Head. Very melodic. It's got some strings and a nice little tempo to it. I like that track. Fools Rush In, Where Angels Fear to Tread. Johnny Mercer song. I've heard better versions of it though. Nevertheless, I'm in Love with You. Great little track. I love the complement. The double bass in the orchestra. I love double bass. Great track. I've got A Crazy Woman for Me. She's funny that way. Nice song, ballad, but it has got a nice piano piece in it as well. Try a Little Tenderness, Jimmy Campbell's song. I don't like this version of this, I'm afraid. There's sometimes Frank sings and you go, no, you shouldn't have done that one. Embraceable You, another Gershwin song. It's okay. Mademoiselle, I like the saxophone solo on this. It's absolutely brilliant. Dream, I like the bassy track. Solemn by Johnny Mercer. It's a very good track. I think this album's quite chilled out. It's got a good mixture, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5.3. Okay, coming in at number 15, an album from 1966, That's Life. Opens up with That's Life. Great song. I've even got this by David Lee Roth. It's a super. I just like the whole song. It's a great vocal from Frank on that. I Will Wait For You. Not a bad version of this song. It's got a nice swing to it, which is always good. Somewhere, My Love. Lara's theme from Dr. Shvagar. I can't say it. Yeah, you know the one I mean. I don't think this up-tempo version works. Shivago, that's the word I was looking for. Sand and Sea. The keyboard, there's some keyboard, some sort of keyboard in this. I don't know if it's quite groovy and it gives it a soulful feel to it. Now My Love, okay. Winchester Cathedral. I think this is always a fun track. I've got a version of this by The Shadows. It's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek track. Give Her, not one of my favourite tracks. I think it's a bit ploddy. Tell Her You Love Her Each Day. A really good intro. I like the drumming on it, and it goes into a bit of a wishy-washy song, which is a bit sad. The Impossible Dream, don't mind that track at all. You're Gonna Hear Me, written by Andre Previn, Mr. Preview. It's got a nice swing to it. The trumpet sound is fantastic, and it's a good track to end the album with. I think this is a mixed bag. There's lots of good stuff on this, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5.4. Okay, coming in at number 14. We're nearly done for today. Album from 1968, and it's called Cycles. First track on this one is called Rain in My Heart. Nice arrangement. Love the sound on this. It's a great vocal as well. From both sides now. My favourite track on here, written by Joni Mitchell, of course, and she does a great version of it. Little Green Apples, a Bobby Russell number. You think it's going to be a ballad, but all of a sudden the percussion just comes in and breaks it up. It's a good track. Pretty Colours, a good track. Plods along a little bit, but it's got a nice swing to it. Cycles, I love the mixture of the strings and the piano. Works well, and it's a good vocal from Frank on that one. Then we have Wandering. It's not too bad. By the Time I Get to Phoenix, great track written by Jimmy Webb, and he does a very good version of it. Moody Rover, my second favourite track on this one. I love the bass on it. Great track. Then we have a Burt Camford number, My Way of Life. A little bit wishy-washy, but it's sort of that Enkelberg Humperdinck sort of sound that was going around in the 60s. Then the last track on here is Gentle on My Mind. Lots of people have sung this. One of the best versions, though, for me is Glenn Campbell's. Not a bad album, some really good songs on there. Frank's voice is starting to wane a little bit, not too much, but it's still strong. So I'm going to give this a 5.5. And the last one today, number 13, and it is from 1966. He made quite a few. It's called Strangers in the Night, and it marked a return to the top of the pop charts. First track on here, Strangers in the Night. My favourite track on the album. I love this song. It's from a film, of course, A Man Could Get Killed. Brilliant track. Summer Wind. I don't mind that one. It's got a nice little piece in it. Great vocal as usual. All Nothing at All. Real good groove to this. I love the clarinet on that. Call Me. Written by Tony Hatch. Yes, the man that wrote Crossroads thing. And it's not a bad track. It's got a real nice swing to it. You're Driving Me Crazy is next. A proper swing track. Great drumming on it. Fantastic track. On a clear day you can see forever. Isn't too bad. It's got, but it could do with a bit of a kick if it's Jacksy to give it a bit more My Baby Just Cares For Me. Good song, and I love Frank's version of it. Downtown, Petula Clark. We'll listen to Petula's version, I think. I don't like it. Yes, Sir, That's My Baby. It's a classic song. It's got a nice swing to it. Great vocal. And the last track on here, the most beautiful girl in the world. It's got some great drumming on this. It's a really good track. Good album. It's got some strong songs on it. That one makes it a little bit more diverse. You've got some ballads and you've got some swing. And that's probably it's a good album. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. So there we go. That's part 1 of part 3. Next week we'll go from 12 to number 1 of his 60s albums. Okay, that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow, and we have got a sophomore battle. And what have we got for you tomorrow? It's the battle of the new wave of heavy metal. And we've got Killers by Iron Maiden and Wheels of Steel by Saxon. Also tomorrow we've got a pick and mix, and we're going to look at the cameras on. We're going to look at a concert from Mike Oldfield done in 1978, and it's called Exposed, and it's when he promoted Incantations. So we'll be looking at that tomorrow. Have a good day then. It's a little bit brighter than first thing. The sun has actually sort of come out. There's blue sky, so but it's not as warm. So have a good day, everyone. Bye for now.